Okay, let's talk a little bit more about opportunity assessment. And what I want to do in this little segment is basically a how-to of how to use the modules and how to fill out the information and why it's important. So let's go ahead and look at each of the interactives. I'm on the e-commerce grid, so go to the CIT site and down to opportunity assessment. I'm going to go ahead and click on the interactive section for ideas. First thing it's going to make us do is log in, so I'll do that, and now I'm logged in. Now if you don't already have an idea, I've got a few ideas on here, and most of you will be brand new to this, so I'm going to call this a new idea IT 3500. So I think I'm just going to do that, and I'm going to click that as new idea, and if I click on that, that becomes my active idea, or the idea that I can work on. Next thing I'm going to do is up here in the upper left hand corner I can click on the opportunity assessment elements, and I can start with either ideas, belief charting, or idea summary. So what about the idea section? That's where we are right here. Next part in the opportunity section is the is it real testing. And since I'm on a brand new idea, there have not been any events added to this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a couple events, and what you're doing in this belief charting is you're saying, okay, I've got this idea, and I need to go out and see if there's any, see if it sticks in the market, see if there's any interest in it. And how you do that is primarily you talk to people. For example, when I was launching one of my travel companies, I went and talked to hotels, and what does that mean? Well, to see if my idea was real, I needed to know what kind of rates I could get from the hotels. And so I'd go in and I'd visit with the hotel managers, and if I walked out with a contract with key rates for that hotel, then I was pretty sure on that. In fact, let's add an event like that. So talked to hotel manager. And your ideas are obviously going to be different, but and I'll call it XYZ as to not identify anyone. Talk to hotel manager of XYZ hotel. Well, the guy gave me a contract for the exact rates that I wanted. He had let me open sell on the internet, and so I thought, wow, that's pretty cool. It happened on August 30th, 2012, and I can put my comments in. We had a great visit and formed a nice relationship. And you probably want to add quite a bit of the details. You may want to talk about what happened with the contract or something like that. And then you can go ahead and submit that event. And so now we have one event listed up here that we talked to a manager. What happens in our belief charting is our pursuit is highly likely because it got a 10, and so we're right at the top end of the pursuit likely chart. And let's see what happens if we add other events. Well, I went and talked to another hotel. I talked to the BW Hotel, and they said, sorry, we're not going to give you a contract. We're sold out. We're just not going to do anything for you. So on the same day, I had a really bad experience, and that's how it is. Bad, no contract. Manager not interested at all. So I submit that event, and all of a sudden now I've got, on the same day, I've got a couple of events. I had a great event and not a good. And now it's starting to make me think, geesh, am I doing the right thing? Well, let's add one more event. Hotel 3, manager, he gave me a contract. It's a great opportunity. Happened on, let's say that we talked to this guy on another day, so we have some other dates in there. Contract in place at X%. So a great little experience, and all of a sudden now I've got a great event, a bad event, and a not so good event. So you can all of a sudden start tracking what's happening with your idea or your experience, and that's how you use the belief charting. So, and how you test to see if your idea is real. And obviously the way you test each idea is going to be different. That's just an example of how I would test one. And then after you've gone through all of that, is it real testing, you can come in here to this edit summary and say, after visiting with, you can give a summary on a date. So August 30th, 2012, after visiting with 18 hotels, we received contracts with 15 of them to do online sales. And that can be a little short summary. You probably want to write quite a bit more. You may want to even have some of the dialogue you had with the hotel managers, transcribe some of that. But just take your idea and document data points in your idea. Click Update Summary, you're done. So that's how you deal with the first segment in opportunity assessment. Those are the kind of things you're going to do.